Now we discuss neutral differential difference equations. Neutral DD is means equations where delay is present in the derivative also. So now we discuss a class of DD is involving the derivatives with delay. Most of the results in this section will be analogous to those in previous section, so we omit the proofs. So what is the model under our consideration? Let us see. The model under consideration is x dot of t minus c times x dot of t minus r equal to a into x of t plus b into x of t minus r plus f of t. Okay, so here a, b, c are constants. Of course, we have to assume that c is not equal to 0. If c is equal to 0, then this is same as the retarded equation we discussed in previous section. As usual, r is delay, which is positive constant, and f is continuous function. It is from r to r. Where a, b, c and r are constants, c is non-zero, r is positive, and f from r to r, function from r to r, is continuous. We have seen some results regarding non-homogeneous case, as well as we discussed homogeneous equation in previous section, where we discussed characteristic equation and properties. So in this case also we discuss homogeneous counterpart. Okay, so the corresponding homogeneous equation is simply we put f equal to 0. Okay, so our equation becomes x dot of t minus c times x dot of t minus r equal to a x of t plus bx of t minus r. Now let us see the first result, which is about existence and uniqueness of solution. Theorem 1. So this theorem actually defines the solution of this equation. If C is not equal to 0 and phi is continuously differentiable function C1. Okay, this is important thing. C1 means continuously differentiable. That means phi dot exists and phi dot is continuous. C1 function on closed interval minus r 0. Okay, you can compare this with previous section. In previous section, our initial data phi was assumed to be continuous. Okay, so continuity phi of initial data was sufficient. In this case, we need C1 thing, continuously differentiable, because there is a delay in the derivative also. Okay, so we need to differentiate the function x for the interval minus r0 also. Okay, since we need derivative in this region, and in this region x is same as phi. Okay, so initial data phi need to be differentiable. Moreover, that derivative should be continuous. Okay. Then there exists a unique function means solution x from R to R that coincides with phi, that is initial data on closed interval minus r0. Okay, so solution coincides with initial data. Is C1, okay, solution is continuously differentiable and satisfies the given delay differential equation, means it satisfies x dot of t minus c times x dot of t minus r equal to a x of t plus b x of t minus r plus f of t, except maybe at the points kr, where k is 0, plus minus 1, plus minus 2 and so on. Okay, so this is the difference between neutral and retarded DDEs. Okay, in case of retarded equations which we studied in previous section, the solution was continuous throughout. Okay, so here there are some points where we can have problems. Okay, so at 0, plus or minus r, plus or minus 2r, and so on, these points may have some problems. This solution x, next thing is this solution x can have no more derivatives than phi. Okay, here we are assuming that phi is continuously differentiable, means first derivative exists. So solution is also C1. Okay, if initial data is having n number of derivatives, then solution is also having n number of derivatives, but not more than. And is C1, and is C1. C1 means C1 throughout. If and only if this equality holds, this is important equality, phi dot of 0 equal to C times phi dot of minus r plus a phi of 0 plus b phi of minus r plus f of 0. Okay, you can see that this is nothing but our given equation where we replace x by phi. Okay, and okay, so x dot of and t, we substitute t to be 0. Okay, so x dot of t means here we are taking phi dot of 0. Okay, so if phi, in previous section we have seen that uh, in general such things are not true with phi. Okay, so here also if we have this equality, then everything will be nice. Otherwise our solution may not be continuously differentiable at the corresponding points 0, plus minus r, plus minus 2r, etc. Okay, so this is C1 if and only if this equality is satisfied. Okay, we are not going to see the proof of this result. It is analogous to similar result in previous section. We can use variation of constants formula to prove. Okay, so let us write down some important notes or remarks. First thing, we can use the variation of constants formula as in previous section to prove this result, that is existence uniqueness theorem. Second thing, This theorem actually defines the solution of delay differential equation 1. Okay, so this explains what is meant by solution. It says that the solution is unique function from r to r that coincides with phi on interval minus r to 0. It is c1 and it satisfies this equation except maybe at the points kr, k 0 plus minus 1 and so on. Third thing, for the retarded delay differential equation, that means the equation which we studied in previous section, the solution is always c1 for t greater equal 0. Okay, in the present neutral case, if phi dot of 0 is not equal to c into phi dot of minus r plus a phi of 0 plus b phi of minus r plus f of 0, then limit as t tends to 0 from the left x dot of t is not equal to limit as t tends to 0 from the right x dot of 0. Okay, you can check that phi dot of 0 is nothing but limit x dot of t as t tends to 0 from the left. Okay, so if we consider left side of 0, then x dot means solution is same as phi. Okay, x is same as phi. Okay, and what is right hand side of this equation? C into phi dot of minus r plus a into phi of 0, etc. It is nothing but x dot of 0 from the right. Okay, right hand side derivative. Okay, these things are not same, means derivative is not continuous. Okay, x dot is not continuous at 0, means x is not c1 at t equal to 0. That is the solution. X is not c1 at t equal to 0. Okay, and converse is also true. Now from 1, what is x dot of r? What is the derivative of solution at point r? If we check the equation 1, then we can see that this is nothing but c times phi dot of 0. Okay, we are putting t equal to r plus a into x of r plus b into x of 0 plus f of r. Okay, so in this equation we are putting t equal to r. x dot of r equal to c times phi dot, sorry, c times x dot of 0 plus a times x of r plus b times phi of 0. Phi of 0 is same as x of 0, okay? Plus f of r. Now we have seen that x dot is not continuous at t equal to 0. Okay, so that means here x dot of 0 means x dot of t at t equal to 0. This is not continuous function. So we can say that left hand side, okay, if this quantity is not continuous at t equal to 0, then this cannot be continuous at r. Means x dot is not continuous at r. Okay, means x is not c1 at t equal to r, and this continues. So in general we can conclude that this solution x is not c1 at t equal to 0 as well as t equal to r, 2r, 3r and so on. Moreover, we can have similar result for negative values also, minus r, minus 2r, etc. Since x dot is not continuous at t equal to 0, this relation implies that x dot is not continuous at t equal to r. In general, we can conclude that x is not c1 at t equal to 0 plus minus r plus minus 2r and so on. Okay, so this was outline of that proof. I mean, we are excluding some points. So here we are defining solution, but still we are excluding some points. Okay, so this may cause some problems, and we are going to see the remedy in the next result. Before that, let us take one assignment. Consider neutral DDE x dot of t minus x dot of t minus r Instead of r, let us take 1, r equal to 1. Equal to x of t plus x of t minus 1 plus t. Okay, f of t is t. And initial data x of t, it is again t, phi of t is t. Okay, for minus 1 less equal t less equal 0. Okay, so consider this neutral DDE. Okay, verify that the condition 3. What is condition 3? This phi dot, okay, phi dot of 0 is not same as c times phi dot of minus r plus a phi of 0 plus b phi of minus r plus f of 0. Okay, so verify this condition. This is not satisfied. Verify that condition 3 is not satisfied. Okay, now by this theorem says that the solution x of t is not continuously differentiable at 0 plus minus r plus minus 2r and so on. Okay, so for this use Wolfram cloud and check this result. Okay, use Wolfram cloud and check whether the solution is C1 at 0 plus minus r means 1 plus minus 2 etc. Okay, so you need to use ndsolve command, solve this delay differential equation and check whether solution is continuously differentiable at these points. Okay, so if you are using Wolfram Mathematica ndsolve, then you will get solution x of t. Okay, then if you have solution x of t, you can always find x dash of t using Wolfram cloud. Okay, and then sketch x dash of t and check whether x dash of t, the curve of x dash of t is continuous at these points. Okay, so first step is use ndsolve, find solution. Second step, if you are calling solution as x of t, then find x dash of t and then sketch. Okay, and you can send me this assignment. You can upload this to Google Classroom. In case any problem, you can ask. Now, important note. Though the solution of 1 is defined in theorem 1, it excludes some points, namely 0 plus minus r plus minus 2r etc. Means it is not guaranteed that solution is C1 at these points. Okay, however, if one considers a more general delay differential equation, or okay, one may consider some complicated thing, maybe non-linear delay differential equation, or something else. Okay, or a DD with multiple delays. Okay, if there are two delays in our equations, say R1 and R2, then if we are using this theorem, then it excludes the points 0, plus minus R1, then plus minus R2 also, then plus minus 2R1, plus minus 2R2, etc. Okay, if there are 10 delays, then you can realize, okay, that set will become more and more complicated. Okay, and we are excluding those points and defining solution on rest of the part. Okay, so that will not be very good thing. So next theorem will be very useful in such cases. Then in these cases, then the exceptional set exceptional set means in previous case it was 0 plus minus r plus minus 2r etc. Okay, in such complicated cases the exceptional set where the derivative x dot is not required to exist becomes impossible to describe. The next result provides one of the ways to overcome this difficulty. Okay, so let us see the statement of theorem. Theorem 2. If this is also existence uniqueness theorem for the same class of equations. If phi is continuous function, okay, here we are assuming continuous. If phi is continuous, on closed interval minus r0, then there exists a unique solution of the equation, that is delay differential equation, dy dt of x of t minus c times x of t minus r. Okay, so this is important step. x dot of t minus c times x dot of t minus r is written as d by dt of x of t minus c times x of t minus r. Okay, so we can call this square bracket thing as y of t. Okay, so it is nothing but y dot of t equal to a x of t plus b x of t minus r plus f of t. Okay, so this is important structure. So new meaning is given to the same equation on minus r infinity through phi. Okay, if c is non-zero, then this solution exists on r. Okay, on real line. Otherwise it is defined on minus r to infinity and is unique. Okay, so here we substitute x of t minus c times x of t minus r as y of t, and this equation becomes dy dt of y dot of t equal to ax of t plus bx of t minus r plus f of t. Okay, and the proof will be easier. Okay, in the next lecture we discuss some more analogous results which we discussed in previous section. Thank you.